series is a mixture of price, battery, form and function, all combining to ensure that the Mi Band...
Shout out to Damien from 9 to 5 Google on YouTube. And yes, it's now possible to watch YouTube videos on your Apple Watch thanks to the developer of this new Apple Watch application called WatchTube. So today we're going to take a look at WatchTube and show you how it's possible to now watch YouTube content on your Apple Watch. So WatchTube was launched about 3 days ago at the time of me recording this video by a third-party developer, so this is not an Apple-made application or made by Google, but it works pretty well, I have to say. And you can install the app to your Apple Watch from your iPhone or install it directly to your Apple Watch from the watchOS App Store. So when you install it, you'll find the WatchTube application in your watchOS app list, just like any other application you download, and when you launch the application, you'll see you have 4 different pages you can go through. The first and main menu by default is just going to show you a bunch of popular YouTube content at the current time, so a lot of music videos and trailers for movies and TV shows. It's going to be all the same stuff you'd see on the YouTube homepage if you weren't signed in with your Google account, and that's the thing about this application, is that you can't, from what I can tell, use your Google account or your YouTube account with this application. You can like videos and subscribe to channels, but there's no Google account attached. So once we go over to the second menu, that's going to be our search page. And as you can see here, I've already got 9 to 5 Mac up in the search bar, and we've got some search results just based on popular YouTube search results for 9 to 5 Mac. I'm going to scroll down and go to my video, and you're going to notice that you're seeing a lot of buffering icons, and that's just something I'm noticing is very consistent with this application, so just get used to that. But here we've got my video, and we can click to play it, and there's an option to give the video a thumbs up, which I just did. And then we click on the gear icon, we get a bunch of different options here, like the general information, so you can see how many views the video has, how many likes it has. You can see the full description and pretty much everything you would get to see if you are on a regular smartphone or a desktop computer. We're able to take a look at the captions as well, and we actually have the option to have captions on during a video. And then we can take a look at the comment section for this video, and you can see that it goes as deep as even showing you how many likes each comment had and how many replies each comment had. This is pretty thorough for an Apple Watch application, I gotta say. And then lastly, we have Share QR, which is a pretty useful feature, I gotta say. If you just want to show some friends a YouTube video you found, you can show them the QR code and they scan it like any other QR code. And if they have the YouTube app installed, the YouTube video will show up directly within YouTube. When getting over to the third menu, that's going to be your library, which is going to show you your history of YouTube videos you've watched on WatchTube, your like videos that you've hit the little like button on, and then your subscriptions. And as I said, there's no Google or YouTube account that's tied into this in any shape or form, so it's simply just YouTube channels that you subscribe to within the WatchTube application on the Apple Watch. And if you're having an issue where none of your likes or subscriptions are appearing in your library, try clearing the app from your recent apps menu, opening it again, and they should appear, because that's what happened to me. And then the last page is the settings, where you can firstly change the size of the captions and then filter out the kind of content, general content that you want to see on the homepage. So when we get to actually playing a video here on the Apple Watch, I gotta say, like I said, it works, but it's definitely not perfect as far as execution. It's still a little wonky as far as just getting the video to initially play, but I gotta say, this application in concept is really, really solid. But as you'll see, I'll have to tap the play button a few different times just to get the video to try to start going. That's kind of the thing with this video player. You're not really sure when the video is ready to go. I'm thinking that it wasn't responding to the clicks just because the video was still buffering, but after a while you'll see a preview image of the video show up, and then you'll click on that, and then still nothing plays, and then you have to click it again to get the video to actually start going. It's still a little wonky, like I said. But after a few attempts, I'm actually able to get the video going, and it looks pretty good. And like you saw in the very beginning of the video, we've got full and pretty crystal clear audio, at least as far as an Apple Watch goes. Content like this. Today we have our deep dive on iOS 16, the developer beta 1. And this is an instance of a video buffering, which has happened to me multiple times when testing out this app. And just for full transparency, I am running no beta software on my Apple Watch. And I only point out the buffering because my router is only a few feet away from what you're seeing. And if you're wondering if it's possible for you to watch YouTube Shorts on WatchTube, I can confirm that yes, it is possible, and it basically works exactly the same way as it does for watching a standard YouTube video. Another cool playback feature is just like when viewing a photo on your Apple Watch, you can double tap to get a full screen view of the video. And obviously in an Apple Watch watching a standard like 16:9 video, that's going to look pretty strange, but it's possible if that's what you want to do. And now that I'm kind of thinking about it, it's definitely possible to format YouTube content to be viewed on an Apple Watch. I think no one's just done it yet. And just so you've got an idea, this is what it looks like with YouTube captions on WatchTube. And like I mentioned earlier, if you want to change the size of the captions, you can go into the settings and do that. One feature that I really like, probably my favorite feature of the player though, is the ability to click on the timeline and then scrub through it with the Apple Watch crown. I think that's a really slick feature. And as you'll see after seeking that point in the video, it'll kind of freeze for a few seconds before starting to catch up. So as I said, it's not completely perfect, but these are all quite honestly nitpicks. And I gotta say, the user interface overall and the execution of that is really awesome. And the fact that this app is free, I think is really cool. I think everyone who wants to take advantage of something like this should. And as I mentioned earlier, this app hasn't been on the App Store for more than a week, so there's plenty of time for all of the bugs to be worked out. So if you want to check out WatchTube and download it for yourself on your Apple Watch, we're going to leave a link in the description down below where you can do so. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for future content like this. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.